forgot to press record for the start of the game, so there we go. So welcome back to the Firestone Squadron Firecast for anyone who's joined us. I forgot to press record, so I'm going to start again. I will upload them separately because they'll get higher quality.
It's also better for me in terms of writing descriptions and things like that and sorting things out is having each game separate.
Yes, it is.
And better for viewers.
That's why I recorded 3 separately. So
good. You didn't do that
just
last
listening
time.
There can hear all that.
Didn't do that last time.
I know, that's why I've done it this time. So it records higher quality. It's fine. So, for those who have just joined us, just going to run through the list quickly. So, Dom is running the same list that Julian Hood won Cardiff with. Jaron Foss is running a variation of.
Morgan Reed.
Morgan Reed.
I think from conversations I've had with Julian, Morgan Reed was the first person he saw fly in this exact variant.
Okay.
But as you know from our previous streams, if you have watched them, against Martin Chivers, I flew something very, very similar, but I had the 104th Battalion Arc rather than the 2 Torrents. And Julian at Cardiff very much convinced me to take the 2 Torrents instead. And they are a ton of fun.
So the list is Anakin Skywalker with the Delta B configuration with an R2 astromech for the regen. Ahsoka Tano with exactly the same upgrades and 2 Gold Squadron Troopers, which are the only ones, as far as I'm concerned, that have any value against the target.
Correct.
Even listening to the Minox recently, they seem to be
oddball matter. Oddball matter.
Oddball
if you pay any attention to the Minox. Oddball matter.
I always pay attention to the Minox. I like them.
As they pointed out, Oddball is probably the worst point costed initiative 5 ship in the game. Except for Oddball in the Arc, which is probably the only thing which is worse.
Phil is running Luke Fishy Tendon's list from the system open, correct?
Yep.
Cool. So we have got Cassian Orndar with Leia, Tac Officer and Pillwing, Braden Stram with no upgrades at all, 10 Num with Elusive, and Wedge Antilles with Servo Motors, which is kind of not really an upgrade.
I thought both 10 and
They're
had jamming beams. So they both had jamming beams. Beamings.
Yes.
Just they have nothing.
Well, jamming beams might as well not have anything.
Yeah, they're just...
I
haven't put in the jamming beams.
He just hasn't put the jamming beams on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're there. They're free.
They're free, but...
So, shall we begin, gentlemen?
Yep.
Sure. Let the games commence.
Sure.
Okay.
Goldie number 1. One more.
Yep. It's your stand maneuvers.
I mean, might have played this a few times. I haven't. So the only 2 lists I lost at System Open with this was against a 5-ship Rebel Beef list and against a 7-ship Separatist Swarm flown by Twiggy, which he flew very well, and I could not put any damage on those silly little Volta droids, which was very frustrating.
Well, I know Alex Watkins has very publicly said there were some mistakes from the Open and some lessons learned. But we know what Mr. Watkins is like, and certainly Alec as well is very similar of those thoughts of they want to make it the best that they can. So keep an eye as to what will happen in the years to come. I think it's just going to get better and better every year. Because I really enjoyed the venue. I thought it was the best venue they've ever had. To be able to just walk around and have all those.
Well, the venue was fantastic, and DoubleTree as a
hotel being
hotel
right next door.
Right next door,
So
reasonably priced.
I've screwed up already.
Great.
What just screwed up already?
Great.
Oh, I forgot I cast you before the beamings.
Fair. They're both
So
in one
good.
heart straight.
That's fine, yeah.
2 heart. Oh, that's fine. Well, spend a force charge with Ahsoka to barrel roll from the ship ability, and then boost for Ahsoka's normal action.
Do you want to, in the vein of making the game better, move an extra 1 forward or 2 forward and slam and get in behind? If Dom's okay with that.
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah.
Because I think that makes more sense. So roll the B-wing back.
I mean, you can't really roll the B-wing
No,
back.
put the B-wing back then. Just, it was deployment, so put it back. Put the U-wing back.
No, the U-wing just needs to do another one forward and then one
No,
out.
because it's a medium base, it doesn't work that way.
Well, that's not. For the purpose of this cheating, it would have worked fine.
Do a faster maneuver and make it work.
Yeah, the 5-ship Rebel beef list was only 1 or 2 lists. I lost 2 with this. So the 4-ship Rebel beef is definitely an interesting matchup.
Right.
And yeah, it's definitely one of the big meta.
I mean, if you still bum now, at least you're straight.
Which is which is definitely one of the big meta issues at the moment.
Don't swear on the stream.
Right, I mean,
You could have barrel rolled as well. No, you couldn't, because you bumped.
It's fine.
That's right.
Oh, that's fine.
It's fine. It's better than it was. Wedge. 3 hard off the board. No.
Oh God, Wedge not moving last. Wow.
No, Anakin last.
Yeah, it needs to be like.
Because Anakin is the best.
It has been a long day, by the way, guys. I mean, for anyone who's not watching in the UK, it is now coming up to midnight.
Anakin was
Well, we are.
Charles.
Please forgive the odd mistakes from being tired.
I do a split mic.
Just forgive the cheating from Phil because it's Phil. And forgive the cheating from me because I'm me. And none of it is on purpose at all.
Right. So Anakin 3 bank boost with the ship ability and then barrel. This is normal action. And then both Anakin and Ahsoka regen a 4 stretch.
I do like those tokens.
I love
Actually,
Ahsoka.
look nice. Now I've seen them properly in person.
I mean, I absolutely adore how they look. And yeah, one thing that makes me very happy about this list is how with the fluff it is. Because you've got the 2 Gold Squadron Troopers, and Anakin is Gold Leader.
So they are
Part of his battalion, squadron, whichever way you want to go.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Ahsoka is Anakin's Padawan.
and flies with him. So I very.
So you're saying the reason you fly is it's fully just a theme list?
No, I said that's a real benefit that I like about the list.
Is the theme it has.
Does that mean there's a live stream this weekend of games over the system?
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure Gold Squadron is at Denver.
Oh yeah,
because
they're streaming everything.
Dion said he's streaming every system open in the US. You all set?
Yep.
Cool. And then I don't know whether there's any streaming coming from Hamilton.
Just don't forget when it comes to it, the layout activation stuff.
Yeah.
No, you don't use Leia. She's rubbish. Worst 2 points you can ever spend.
Can't believe she's 2 points.
She should be back up to 8.
I don't think 8's too much, but I think 5 is probably reasonable.
At least 6. Or is it 5 to 2?
I'm not sure, if I'm honest. I think she is still worth it at 8. But I think stick her at 5 or 6 and see how she goes. I think it is fair. Cassie?
So I was watching Ollie's stream.
Yep.
4 Fangs versus the 6 A-Wings.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's the Rebel A-Wings. So it's Arvel and 5, all with Crackshot.
Nice.
Dice had a bit of a thing. But it was really interesting to listen to Ollie talk through the maneuvers and stuff because he didn't put it out live and it was against another guy of a similar level in the Vassal League.
Okay.
So it was a really, really good game to watch.
Shipability. Cool.
There is no way I'm going to try and track the Force all the time because that's
You
just
sure?
driving me mental.
With me going up and down all the time?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just not going to do it. Yeah, it's just not going to happen. So,
It seems weak.
yeah, my computer game this week. I'm sorry. It's just, no.
Well, we know that.
So if anybody's unsure about what the force levels are, just ask me and I'll tell you.
Did you bump again?
No, it was just fucking... Wings got in the way.
Oh, now it's got one less agility. Woo!
I do like the Ewing model. It's cool. I do like all the Roman models, to be fair.
Do you?
Yeah.
I don't like the A-wing just because of the proportion.
It's only a little bit out of scale now, but...
I mean, it's not a little bit out of scale.
Okay, it's a lot out of scale, but it's fine.
It's supposed to be slightly bigger than the cockpit of a Y-wing.
Wedge. Wedge moves next.
It's Anakin last because like
That's
Han,
player 1, player 2.
because it's like Han shoots first, Anakin's better. I mean, because
I will say this now, this will not be the finest example of flying this list.
because
Do you want to take over? It'll still be worse.
Because the real metacore at the moment is Supernatural Reflex Anakin at 118 points with Delta 7B, R2 Astromech, and spare parts canister, and a VT torrent, and then done. You only need to kill more points than your
You
opponent
joke. I
does.
flew against Anakin Ahsoka and nothing else with the bomber, and I couldn't get a shot off all game.
I mean, I don't joke. I mean, you
I
can.
played Anakin and Obi-Wan when I was ridiculously ill and still went 2 and 2.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
was like, not able to think straight.
it's really, really good.
I said I didn't get a shot. I didn't get a meaningful shot.
I mean, Supernatural Reflex Anakin seems obscene. And what's even worse is that if you really want, Ahsoka can have Supernatural Reflexes as well for the tidy sum of 8 points.
Yeah.
Which seems fine, right?
Oh yeah, totally.
I mean, I think she's probably got a lot of other things she's spending force on.
I think that's the one issue with her, is her limited force pull.
Oh, you just got to manage it better. She's only got 2 force charges.
Yeah, but when you use one of her force charges to focus, it kind of makes sense.
Well, I mean, yeah, she can lock focus every turn for the price of 1 force. That seems good.
But there's no double actions in 2.0, so it's fine.
There's lots of double actions. There's very, to be fair, there is still relatively few instances where you can lock focus consistently every turn, and there are still few instances where you can focus evade. There's not many, but can.
Set.
Yep.
Go.
Yep. Okay.
Later.
That's why I didn't move. Because I'm expecting them to all turn that way. Didn't mind. Cool. So, Goldie number 2. 1 forward. Evade. Goldie number 1. 1 forward. Evade. We like to hedge bets. Cassian.
That's pretty good. Only losing 1 health in an entire game is ridiculous.
Full stop. But flip pivot wings, full stop.
Rotate.
Rotate, point at Anakin.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of expected it, but just in case he didn't, I went slow with the chance.
I'm not sure I like it.
What, moving against Anakin?
Yeah. Because I think Anakin just goes, well,
I like it.
I'll go somewhere else.
It's interesting.
I mean, you don't want to, yeah, I think trying to take him out early is hard. I think trying to
But leaving him alone also
leave him alone is
sucks.
just bad, because then he's an in-game chip and he's like, yeah, sure.
So good. Yeah, I mean, I've just played cautiously this turn, which I think is the right choice. Spend a force charge. And then focus. Alright, beating this.
Yeah, that's top 1.
You expected them both to one hand.
Because of literally because of the angles they were, would have bumped them in mess, and actually this gives you a wider spread as well. Oh, I do it with it. Focus.
Which? Interesting.
Not sure how to split them up.
I don't know, one-on-one snips is...
She's fine.
She has the same health, but she can regen too, and she can run faster.
Yeah.
She's fine. Back from Anakin.
Oh, wow.
What?
Charles played Anakin and Mace on day 2. First 3 rounds were buys.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, the first 2 he got buys because of being in the top cut, and then his round 3 opponent didn't turn up.
That's cool.
Take one action.
How did you do the other 2 games, Charles? I didn't actually hear it.
He lost the
4-1.
last round.
Oh, man.
Perfect. Just 10 them.
That's harsh.
Just 10 them.
Perfect. Exactly what I wanted.
Oh, yeah, that's it. It's
1-1.
4-1. Totally 4-1.
Okay,
Right,
so
you use system over to play games, right?
shooting.
Okay.
Shooting.
Yeah, no, I got to do that.
Shooting.
I got it.
Range 3 Anakin into 10 now.
Yep.
1 hit and 2 blanks. So Anakin will spend the lock.
Yep.
For 2 hits and a blank.
What have I need? This is a shit.
Okay.
10 nothing.
Yep, 10 now.
Wedge.
Yep.
Into a circle. Range 3.
Yep.
Block. Just 2.
2 hits.
Yep.
1 evade. So he loses 1 shield.
10 into Anakin.
Yep, range 3. If you're stressed, you can spend a stress to change eyeball results.
Spell focus.
The focus for 3 hits. Oof. Anakin rolls 1 evade and 2 blanks and takes 2 shields.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, bad dice rolling is always effective.
Circle.
Yep, range 3 back into wedge. 2 hits.
1 evade.
Yep.
Shield off of wedge.
Definitely some below.
And definitely nothing.
No,
No,
we've
you
already
did check.
checked it because otherwise I would have taken a lock and I would have shot Brolin. There's no shots from everywhere. Yeah, so.
In phase, we charge 1 on there.
Well, I will do tracker charges then.
Restrained force. Yeah, so Anakin took a little bit more damage than he should have done, but that's fine.
Yeah. I expect 1 shield.
No, on average dice I expect none. Because average dice you only get 2 hits. Average dice I get 2 evades.
That's cool, Charles. At least you got to play the game.
But it's yeah, it's fine.
I played a person whose opponent also didn't show up.
That's
So
very
you
good.
get to play.
I did that against Richard Smith at Nationals last year. Both our opponents didn't turn up, so I said, well, should we just play a game? And yeah, I had a really good game. It was quite good.
There's definitely a slam. You can hear it. This is really funny. Oh, car gone by. You don't have to quote everything. Yes, I do. She's slamming him down on purpose now.
Apologies to all headphone users.
I have an idea. But I don't know. So, guys in the chat, what would you do? What would be your positions? Also. No, okay. It's okay. That's fine. Just playing around with things, trying to learn things.
Alright, you set?
Yeah.
Number 1.
Layers on one charge, right?
Correct.
Two-rank focus.
Alex is just catering them. Thanks, Alex. That's helpful.
Cassie.
Stop.
Unfortunately, Alex doesn't have supernatural in this this list. Did you mean to open your wings full before the stop?
Probably yes.
Yes, open your wings.
No, you can keep them closed and have one agility, that's fine.
That seems silly.
I mean, it does, but you can still do it. 3 bank. Soaker. Spend force charge. Boost. And focus as her action. Right, all yours. One forward.
Yep.
And then 1 bank the other way.
Nope.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I expected. It was 1 forward and then 1 bank the other way. That was my prediction anyway. Do you know what I should have done? Oh, interesting. Barrel. Yeah, maybe they definitely should not have done that one. I'm then Aaron contemplating. So do you mean to take a focus and then barrel roll? Because your standard barrel roll is white.
Yeah, focus link barrel.
It's focus to link red barrel roll.
I only saw the edge of the card there. Yeah, I focus barrel.
But I mean, you can't just do a red barrel roll, so I'm assuming that.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
interesting.
saw the edge of the card.
Is he doing the same that way?
Interesting.
Oh, well, okay.
I didn't expect you to do that.
This is the one where I slightly screwed up.
Ooh,
Turn around that way.
that I didn't expect.
How did you screw up?
We shouldn't have talent on that way.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you mean to Talon the other way?
No,
You should have just K-turned.
Yeah, Kate, that's what I think it is.
Should have just done a 4K turn.
But you made a
I
choice.
can't remember why I made that
But,
choice. You live on them.
Yeah, so I was umming and ahhing about 3 banking Anakin this way.
Over the rocket boost with your ability from the ship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
However, I'm not unhappy with what I've done. So we're going to regen ship. Because Anakin's not going to be ship this time. He's going to go 2 bank that way. Spend a force charge to boost.
Mm-hmm.
Oop.
Bloody ships.
Is there any problem playing X-Wing?
Yeah, they get in the way.
No, I thought you might do that. Bang, yes, that's why I did that. No, he's not going to do that. Might have been an idiot.
I just realised why that is so hard to read.
Why?
It's too far away.
Okay, so no shot from Anakin.
No shot from Wedge.
Yeah,
I don't think I've got the arc on Ahsoka.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Yeah, knocking over ships is certainly a way to work, Josh, you're right.
I mean, there was no way Anakin was ever going to be shot by that ship. But it was an accident, but yes, that's fine. So, Braylon has a range 3 shot on a torrent.
On the back one there.
Hey, yeah, you have to have a job.
Yeah, sure.
You get to your Braylon Stram. So read Braylon Stram's ability. So he rolled 2 blanks and an eyeball.
Oh, that's over.
And Braylon allows him to reroll 2 dice because he's stressed. And he rerolls 2 hits. The torrent rolls an evade, a blank, and an eyeball. And there's only 2, so the torrent's going to take 1 damage. Torrent number 2.
And then
It's going to take 1 damage.
10 has no arc.
Nope.
Cassian.
It's a soak. No, it's Cassian.
It's Cassian, yeah.
Sure. Range 3 in Tyrannican?
Maybe. Yeah, actually, yeah.
Nothing.
2 blanks and eyeball.
Okay. Alright, so Ahsoka.
Yep,
Range 2 into Cassian. I'll reroll that for being cocked. Spend the focus for 3 hits.
2. What was it? 1 evade.
So 1 evade and 2 damage into Cassian Anvil. Then Torrents. Torrent number 1. Range 1 into Wedge. Hit crit and a blank. And 2 blanks from Wedge. So shield crit.
Loose stabilizer.
Loose state.
As I said, this won't be the best example of how to play this list.
Angry Torrents. Range 2 from
I
Torrent
hate
number 2.
torrents.
1 hit.
1 evade.
Should have spent his focus. Okay, so Ahsoka regens a shield force, and we can regen a force. There you go.
Leia gets another charge back.
So Leia's on 2, yeah?
Yeah.
And you got loose stabilizer on Wedge, so if Wedge doesn't do a straight maneuver, you take a damage. Solid! Solid choice.
Which of those I can do. Yeah, I apologise, guys. This won't be the best example of seeing that this list works, so yeah. You know, we're a quality game this time around.
Rose Squadron Ace Spaghetti. Rose Squadron Ace Spaghetti film.
Thank you.
It was a very heartfelt apology, I think.
Humans can't cater that can. I'm pretty sure they can. I'm just looking at that can.
Dom's just reading back the comments and looking at Alex Bird's comments.
You're set.
Yeah.
He's catering the Ewan.
So,
They can do a 0 K10.
Start of activations, Cassian Andor's ability.
Yeah.
that's why I said it already. Fine.
Phil's learning the list. He gets to do things every once in a while.
Alright. Too hard with Gold Squadron number 1, who will take a focus. 1 forward with Gold Squadron number 2.
3 blank over the rock. Wedge.
Take a focus. I
You've
mean,
not done a 2 4. You've not done 1 blank 3.
No, the other one. The first one you said.
Yeah, 3 blank over the rock.
No. One in between.
Oh no.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cassian. I'm fine with what's taking damage.
Wedge is
Hmm?
Wedge will die.
I mean, if Wedge does anything other than a straight maneuver, Wedge takes damage. So,
Yeah. So
I mean, if he does a straight maneuver, he ends up in a rock. So.
I mean, it depends how fast he goes. You do it full forward and not end up on the rock.
Well, that's true. Go over there.
it's not that.
It's a thing.
So,
not like-
wait. Right, you get an action
Yeah.
for the U-wing.
You're distracting me with talking.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm
Jeez.
sorry, I'm trying to talk to people. Tell them. Make jokes.
What was that? I don't disagree, Alex. It's fine. Okay.
Alex thinks we should keep playing all night till we get it right. I mean, no.
I think that's the B-wing in front of Cassian.
What did you mean to do?
That's that one.
That's that dial.
Yeah, that's that one. That's that one. That's how dials work.
Oh, he's going after the torrents.
No, he isn't.
He's going after the torrents.
No, he isn't.
I mean, it looks like he's going after the torrent.
Yeah, but
He
looking the right way.
He one banked towards the torrent. It seems like that he's going after the torrent, and then he's going to focus before he barrel rolls.
That's why I had them
He
there.
doesn't want to be stressed.
Yes,
It's
he
10
does.
num. Yes, he
He's
does.
not going to shot anyway.
But he can just spend it
For what reason?
To get rid of it.
to get rid of it,
Spend it
and
on
not
what?
have any eyeball result.
He isn't going to have one. He's not going to have a roll.
Well, if he wanted to, so shut up. Let him do what he wants.
I don't understand stressing that first viewing.
I don't understand any of it. It's fine.
I don't understand anything.
Take the focus and the stress away.
Ahsoka.
Because
No.
it makes no sense.
It's done.
Ahsoka, 3 back.
Nick, I can't undo everything.
You can.
Ahsoka
You're
will
trying to
use.
give him practice.
Ahsoka will use her pilot ability to take a lock, and then will take a focus as her action.
Because she cheats.
Would you raise one of the U?
Oh, I'm sorry, Alex.
2
We're not really fighting. Alex doesn't like it when we fight.
You see, I was pretty sure he was going to do a forward maneuver because he didn't want to take damage.
He doesn't bump onto the rocks, which I thought he might. I mean, next time actually you get to do stuff.
I mean, I thought I blocked you onto the rock, but I didn't. Instead, you take a crit on the rock.
There's also a drink of some sort.
And you're at like range 1 of both the torrents.
Mr. Cook.
Hull breach.
Rip wedge.
It's okay because it's Dom rolling dice, so you're fine, right?
Yeah. Anakin 1 hard.
You want to sit there, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he's just going to sit there and take a lock on your U-wing. Yeah, I mean, that's exactly the plan. Range 1 into the U-wing?
Yep.
U-wing's got what, 6 health left?
Yeah.
Yep. Range 1 into the U-wing. Anakin. A hit and a crit and 2 eyeball results. Oh, that's not great. Spend a lock. 2 hits and a crit.
And we'll spend the focus, take 1 shield.
Sure.
Wedge has no shot, obviously.
Nope.
Braylon.
Yep. Range 2 into Anakin.
Yep. What's
Stress, so it's reroll. 3 hits.
I mean, if you could roll less than perfect, that'd be great.
I had to reroll, think of that.
Huh?
I'm just curious as to why I decided to sit in front of the U-wing.
Because 2 of them with fully modded dice had a reasonable chance of removing the U-wing. But then Phil rolls above average green dice, the same as he rolls above average attack dice. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, I mean, if I could roll and evade with Anakin, that would be great.
2 blanks.
Yes. I've rolled 1 evade with Anakin so far this game. Not even paint. That's 1 paint with Anakin. Ugh, it's brutal. You do not have a shot.
That's
Spend that anyway.
No,
Can't spend
you
it.
can't.
No.
You cannot spend it.
That's why I said you have to have a dice to roll.
You cannot spend it.
Not like
Range 1?
Sure, you don't have a focus token because you spent it in your defence.
Yes, I did. Yes.
sorry, because he rolls 2 hits, 2 crits out of hand.
Probably. Okay, again.
That's cocked.
No, at the moment he has rolled 1 hit. Anakin rolls an evade though, so sure. Anakin's alive. Soka, range 1 into Cassian. 1 hit, 2 eyeballs and a blank.
So that's a lot.
Spend the lock.
Blank, yep.
And
then
spend
spend
the
focus
focus for 4 hits.
1 evade. Takes 3
3
damage.
damage into Cassian.
Which, if he wasn't half points before, he definitely now was working if he wasn't before.
2 left,
Yeah.
Okay. Torrent number 2,
No.
range 1 into wedge.
No, you don't have to do that.
Wow, spend the focus for 1 hit.
Double evade.
2 natural evades. I guess other angry torrent range 1 into
No,
wedge.
he doesn't have to do that.
Spend the focus for 2 hits and a crit.
Hit crit, he died.
2 crits into wedge.
Yes, but it's the whole bridge from made it 2 crits, but yes, hit crit. Stun pilot for 1, structure damage for the other, dead wedge. I mean, yeah.
And total disrespect by you dying 2 times.
However, you and a beaming disrespecting Anakin, sorry.
No, let's be fair. Anakin's green dice are disrespect Anakin. Let's be fair about it.
His anger makes him unfocused.
We're not fighting, Alex.
And then-
this is normal.
Later,
3
third
turns.
shot.
Yep. Focus, go away.
Can I see a torrent dice?
Sure.
Thanks.
I mean, you can even show you what I'm doing with them.
No, that's alright.
That one does that one.
Yeah.
And the other one does that one.
So Alex has done some maths for us, because we don't. So expected damage of U1 once that round was 5.2 chances of killing it. 41%.
Yeah, I mean, I knew I had to be lucky to kill it, but I knew I could put it in a position where it was almost dead, and I didn't expect Anakin to take that much damage. So, yeah. Yeah.
I just thought the way of practice would probably just get out of there, because that would have been the smart move.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering how much you're thinking about as practice.
Yeah, I mean, getting out of there might have been the smart option. But we're trying things, right?
You forgot trigger, Phil.
I didn't.
Cassian.
Oh, shit, the other thing, that's a startation phase, isn't it? Something like that.
Yes.
10.
So I was going to remind you before we did something else. But I figured that's what it would be.
Go on, Cassian.
You're going to win the games that don't, wasn't it?
You
Hey,
potentially forgot another one depending on what you're doing.
with this dice roll, let me know.
Flip.
What's the other one you think you forgot? You did later.
You did later.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, that's
I
just,
missed
you,
it.
that's just you not paying attention.
That's just me not paying attention, that's fine.
How much else Cassian got left?
2.
Sure.
Torrent just come up.
Only one of them's going to get shot, I'm pretty sure.
I mean, both of them may not get shot. I mean, he could talent roll and then focus battle, and then I don't get any shots.
Yeah.
And he
I was
has
just thinking the same
rifle.
thing. Yeah, that seems like a smart move.
That's okay.
Yeah, I might need you to move your ship.
Sure.
Cheers. Okay, case of stress. Spend force to take focus.
Does that work?
What?
So, isn't the stress given during the execute maneuver step?
Sure, and Ahsoka's pilot ability is even if that ship is stressed.
Oh, cool. Sorry. I forgot that bit.
So yeah, so it definitely works because Ahsoka's pilot ability is after you fully execute a maneuver, you may choose a friendly ship at range 0 to 1 and spend 1 force charge. That ship may perform an action even if it is stressed.
That makes sense.
So yeah, it works.
Question: does Brayden's ability
curious,
work
that's what he said.
much like Lula's? If I fail the barrel, I still get the stress.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
So I failed barrel.
Yes.
So I guess you mean you're going to try and barrel roll this way.
Yes.
Sure, because just saying failed barrel doesn't.
Yeah, no,
No, he's fine.
Yes, Alex.
Is the-
Arc dodging with Anakin was probably better,
You did this one.
but I was trying. Oh,
But
you did it the other way.
That way.
I was more trying to see what would happen, and if I'm honest, I didn't expect Anakin to take as much damage as he did.
Why did you tell him all that way?
I wasn't expecting that.
Oh, fair. I was.
I mean, I did show you.
No,
my dials.
before you should.
But yeah. But yeah, torrents are just to get in the way.
So focus.
And then focus spiral.
Torrents are just to get in the way. It'd be annoying. I mean, there was a chance they could kill it between the two of them, depending on some lucky crits, etc.
41%.
I mean, I don't know if that 41% takes into account crits, etc.
Does it take in
direct
light
hit
action?
suddenly happens. Because if a single direct hit happens in that engagement, it's dead.
Yeah, but you still have to get the crit.
Yeah.
I think that's what the lads are at.
I don't know. That's why I asked the question. We get storms. I don't know the answer.
Square
5k. Because he's Anakin.
Because he's 10, what's it called? Mean numb on steroids.
Because he's Anakin.
Okay, turn. I don't need that stress. It's fine. I'm a Jedi.
Yeah, so he'll spend a force charge to not get stressed. And then take a lock. Okay.
Yep.
Anakin range roll.
Seems you can.
No.
You've got 2 left, right?
Yeah.
And you've got 1 agility.
Yeah.
Well,
Hit crit, you've got 1
oh,
agility.
mine's filling, yeah.
Hit crit. Target lock.
Yep. Hit crit.
Yep, so 2 hits and 2 crits.
Blank.
Deaded. Crits.
1 was a direct,
Direct hit and
and 1
hull
was a hull breach. Okay.
Yep.
Who said they're being decisive? Are you watching the same game we are?
Hey, I'm being decisive. It may not be the right answers, but I'm being decisive about it.
Brandon
Range
to
2?
Ahsoka.
Go
Yeah.
on, Brandon. We go.
Oh, jeez. 2 hits and a crit. 2 evades. So
See, you got moan when you do that as well.
I can
I'm
moan.
gonna lose the shield here.
I didn't moan anyway. I just made a comment.
I'll just shoot at Anakin.
Range 3 into Anakin.
What range?
It's definitely range 3.
Yeah, it's not range.
It's not even close to being range 2.
Spend it.
Brave. Okay.
No,
Yeah.
you're spending the stress token.
That's less brave. Okay.
2 hits and a crit. Anakin will spend 2 force charges and take nothing.
Oh,
For 3 evades.
How many forces you got left?
none.
Makes sense. So we have 1.
Yep. So, Angry Torrent number 1, range 1 into 10 now.
Yep.
For 2 hits and an eyeball.
1 of 8. 1 shield.
Angry guy number 2.
Yep.
Hit crit and an eyeball.
Evade!
And a natural evade.
2 shields off.
And the dice doesn't do it.
Brave, sorry.
Off 10 none.
10
No,
none.
it was 10.
Yeah, I've never shot Brave. 10 none has taken 3 shots.
Yes.
From rolling.
Did you remember you had elusive on 10?
What's natural evades?
I rolled 2 natural evades, so...
That's alright then.
He's rolled natural evades every single time he's had to make a defense roll with 10 num. He doesn't need to remember elusive.
Also, no, because that's not on this... elusive wasn't out, so no. I don't have elusive on here.
He did tell you had elusive. Right at the start of the game.
I made Alex
I told you, you're not getting a quality out of me on this one.
What was that about?
when I said you're both being decisive. We were watching the same game.
Yes, B-Wings rolling evades is the most annoying thing.
No!
It's cheating.
They should do.
Why have I suddenly lost sound?
I don't know.
That's worrying.
Why did you lose sound?
I don't know.
Is it because you're not plugged in properly?
I must have been checking.
You sat on something?
No. Oh, no way. It's all good.
Why?
I'm special.
I mean, yes, but why?
There's a volume controller in the side of the headset. When I shifted it, I turned it down all the way, so I couldn't hear anything in the headset.
That's because it's special.
It's because you're special. We're okay with that being the reason.
I'm a clever boy.
Debatable.
Leia has 1 charge.
Yes, she does.
Leia's dead.
But she's dead, so it doesn't matter.
Leia has no charges because she's in space.
Leia's dead.
So I should just use the force to...
Don't get into that.
Why does Leia not have the force?
She does.
No, in the game. you
She
tart.
does.
This is Rebel Leia.
Resistance Leia. Resistance Leia crew looks like she has a force charge.
I don't know. There's. Oh, it's the new one. It's
Yeah,
Leia.
coming in the resistance transport.
Duh.
Is that?
Yes, smart.
There you go.
It is late.
We did start this game yesterday.
You started this game yesterday.
We started this game yesterday.
I'm just being antagonistic. Evade.
Nothing
How is that different to how you were any other day?
What?
Antagonistic.
Because I'm not usually antagonistic. I mean, I'm not. Your face is more antagonistic than I am, so.
Well,
That's a pretty close call.
I do everything to just make people happy. That's fine.
Your favourite pastime is to wind me up.
Yeah, but you deserve it, so that's not a problem.
Therefore antagonistic.
No. No, annoying you is not antagonistic. Spend force charge.
Oh yeah, they got force charges back, didn't they?
Put in short block lanes 14.
It's a
That's
4
pretty good
forward.
thing.
Oh, for 4.
You don't have a 4.
No, I know what I meant.
What manoeuvre was that?
4 forward.
4 forward.
I never knew they had one.
They do, but it's red.
Oh, cool. That's alright. Recharge the elusive.
I can.
Well, now I know I have it.
I mean, you haven't needed it all game, so.
Are you doing it again?
No, I'm doing a 5 forward. I kind of wish I had done the 5k now, but I was fairly sure old B-Wing was going to be able to shoot me. So it was just boosted his action. Is that right?
Love you, Alex.
That's alright, I know you're both assholes, it's not worth that starts.
What was Alex said this time?
It's just,
It's just
pointing
being
out
mean
that
about
Dom
me.
is proving his own point. It's fine.
He's just being mean about me, it's fine.
He's not being mean. You can't be mean about facts.
don't think you understand how the English language
Facts are
works.
facts.
Yeah, he understands Welsh, we know this. Nick's
Oh,
subtitles are just
no,
Welsh.
Alex loves you too. He does really. Oh, Rusty, you decided to get out of bed then. Alright. Can you get in your bed now? Because you're mine. Thank you very much. We know. We all love each other really, so don't really fight. We debate aggressively.
Aggressive negotiations.
I don't.
See if he loves you.
That's the quote you're looking for.
I don't debate aggressively. It's just prove you're wrong all the time. You say?
Yep. So now I have no choice to remember, it's fine.
Hooray!
Torrents don't need actions.
Torrents just don't need to exist.
You may not need them, but they do like the evade links.
They do. At this point, I'm not that worried about.
Torrents just don't need to exist, as far as I'm concerned.
Torrents are amazing. Wash your mouth.
The Gold Squadron Torrents are amazing.
They're like my favourite thing.
They'll get hit with a nerf stick, it's fine.
No, they won't. If ever a ship didn't need an up, it's them.
25 minutes left in the round.
26 points.
She will spend a force charge to give this torrent a focus token. And then she'll take a focus token for herself. She can do things like that.
Yep.
See, I gave it an action. Do you want to field Saturn alone? Interesting choice.
Why?
From 10 done.
Excuse me. Takes a crit. Lose a shield, it's fine.
So what's your thinking on that?
What depends what he is.
No, where he goes has nothing to do with your thinking because you didn't know where he was in the first place.
No, it was more of trying to get some sort of shot and keeping that stress. But I thought I met the two mages get around it. Just.
Right, okay.
So, force charge to boost, and then action to barrel. Okay. So, Braylon?
Yep. So the range 3
Unobstructed to the end damage roll?
Yeah.
Or range 2 obstructed to the damage roll? No, the focus token.
Do it that one.
Okay.
And then Braylon.
For Braylon's ability. 2 hits and a crit. 1 of 8. So hit crit. And the crit is a wounded crit. Okay. So Goldie number 1. Range 1 into 10. Hit crit eyeball.
Evade.
Natural evade. Take a crit.
Lose stabilize.
That's 3 in a row. Lose stabilize. Range 1 for the other torrent.
Yep.
Spend the focus for 2 hits and a crit.
Oh, look at that. I rolled a eyeball actually. Elusive. Blank.
2 hits and a crit. Which is a dead Braylon.
Yeah. Didn't Neon. 10, sorry.
Okay.
Dead 10.
I mean, he did everything he
Sure.
could.
What was the correct?
Fury.
Fully.
So are we saying that the torrents have killed Wedge Antilles and 10 Num?
No, my
No, we're not saying
flying.
that.
My flying has killed him.
We can't say that because I'll have to delete the video.
My flying has killed him.
Well, you're not wrong.
No,
You didn't regen the shield on Soak.
Sorry.
Please don't return the ship on Ahsoka.
You don't have a choice.
I have a choice.
Excellent rules. Believe in the torrents.
I mean, they're really good.
Yeah, as I said at the start, I've got a split in my brain. I'm not playing this correctly. I've never flown this list before, so excuses out the way.
I mean, you can do. I mean, sure. That's fine. We'll see what happens this time.
Is it?
Yep.
Default. Focus. Default. Focus. Takes us first. Because of the wounded pilot. Ahsoka. Regen shield.
Wait, it's just unnecessary.
Takes a purple evade action. Oh, it's okay, Alex. I knew you were joking. I do love the fact that the B-Wing is scared of 2 torrents.
It's not exactly scared of the torrents, just the red dice they're rolling.
I mean, yeah, that's kind of the same thing, right? Okay, we'll just focus. Cool. No shots.
I can't spell Ahsoka.
AHSOKA.
What's that?
3K10. Because these are the original B-Wings, aren't they? Is that what they're supposed to be? The Torrents?
The precursor to B-Wing, yeah. Because the B-Wing was some crazy alien engineer who was fleeing from the Empire, hid, and gave it to Ahsoka. Not Ahsoka, Hera. It's called the Blade Wing.
Yes.
The B. A random bit of Star Wars trivia for you guys, is it?
Hard. Slightly force charge. Finished.
The Torrents killed his friends. I'd be scared too.
I think Torrents are really good. The little Gold Squadron Torrents, I think, are really decent. For 25 points.
I just think the triggers and the abilities are just too hard for the points that they've got, man.
Attempt to barrel roll. Fail. Well, focus. Attempt to barrel roll. Fail.
Sure. Okay. 24 charge.
Oh, come on. You're gonna win, you're gonna kill me. Why don't you just sit there?
This is the right thing to do.
Because I got moaned at for doing it earlier in front of the U-Wing, so I'm like, let's play properly then. Jeez.
Yeah, it is the right thing to do.
Okay.
Yep. Braylon.
Range 2 into...
But now we can slag you off for just not finishing the fight.
Reroll.
If you could roll less than paint, that would be
Is that 2 hits and a crit?
fantastic. Yeah, again. Spent the focus, lose a shield. And this is why Ahsoka went and got her shields back. Because you were mean to her.
Tell you.
Yeah,
How
exactly.
you pray properly.
Exactly. Right, range 2 Ahsoka back into you. She's got a force charge. So spend the force charge.
Did she not spend a force charge on any her actions?
Yeah, 1. Which is why she's got 1 left. So yeah, 2 hits and a crit.
Evade?
I mean, that's the 5th natural evade on B-Wings.
2 shields left, yeah?
Yep.
You should just run 1 shield.
You should just run B-Wings, it's fine. Range 2 from the
I
torrent
run
into
Y
Braylon.
wings, I'm used to rolling one evade dice.
2 hits from the torrent.
Hey!
Oh, now you didn't. Can Braylon use it on defense as well, or is that only attack? I think he can use it on defense as
No,
well.
we perform attack. Defend as well.
Yeah, so reroll?
Yep.
So
Yeah, I was pretty sure that's why 10 of them had elusive, so then they could both reroll defense dice.
yeah, the shield's down.
Yeah, so Ahsoka's got on 1 force, Anakin is on 3.
Thank you.
I run Y wings, I'm used to rolling one evade dice.
That's fair.
What are you saying?
He's just being mean about me, it's fine.
You or me?
No, me. It's fine.
Why is that? That's weird. Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
One mic. Clear the window pilot.
Clever.
What's clever?
There's an option in the chat settings to relay any chat from one to the other. So if somebody's watching on Twitch, comments on Twitch, it'll post it on YouTube as well.
Alright. I cleared the window pilot. One back. Clear stress. Take focus. Ahsoka. One back. Take a look action.
Stay stressed. I mean, that's going to be a dead viewing.
Braylon being stressed isn't a terrible option for Braylon. Take the range roll.
Yep.
Spin the lock. For 2 hits.
Reroll. 2 hits. How much time was left, Nick?
12 minutes.
Fair enough.
Time, range 2 through the rock. stand the focus for 2 minutes.
Game. I'll not bother on.
No,
Cool
that's
that.
fair.
Oh. Sure, not the best flowing game from either of us in terms of the time and stuff. But hopefully everyone enjoyed the games tonight and got to see some of the more meta-defining lists, I guess, in terms of the Rebel Beef, Quad Phantoms, and Handjake Fat.
Some good games. I really do think that Handjake game is Venny's certainly able to take on that. I think in that matchup, that's probably the best one. So we've got a 2-point bid. So we're probably not going to get deciding matches there.
Probably not, based on what Alex said about the team with the biggest bid gets to pick that. At the moment, unless after this we decide to change some options, then no, it's unlikely we're going to.
But it should be fun, and that's where we're going. So, again, thank you all for watching. Please do share around videos, let people know what's going on, see it all. I am going to post them up individually. I will cut out, when I do that, I will cut out the however many long hours that video is. Just take it a torrent, it'll be fine. 25-point bid.
I mean, it's yeah. It's not a terrible choice. Give us a 27-point bid overall.
I mean, nobody's going to be that fairly confident, unless Phil GC is in a team with.
I mean, Phil GC is in a team.
Yeah, with Cromwell and Childers.
Okay, so they'll have like a 50-point bid, and we just won't care.
Yeah, that'll just be Phil. The other two will spend a full ton of points. Dale might have a 20-point bid by himself. And then Phil might have a 23-point bid.
Yeah, it'd be 27 if we took out a torrent. I mean, that seems fine.
I think.
I don't think running a list of 27 points down is good.
I mean, I think having the second torrent is probably better than not having it. But
yeah, probably. Anyway, thank you so much, guys. We're going to shoot off, get packed up, and probably go to sleep.
Well, yeah, it's quarter one.
My son's going to wake me up in like 7 hours at least. At most, I should say. But yeah, thank you very much. And please do, as I say, if you do want to come on, by the way, please do join us. That would be cool. To come play games, have some fun. Alex, I specifically mean you need to join us. We're all tired when we're playing a Friday night, but you can do it. You stayed up watching, you may as well come play.
No excuses, Alex.
Alright. Have a good night, everyone. Take care. Bye.
Later.